foolishness you got for me today?
Oh no, we just chilling, shouter. You know, I ain't never got no drama for
I
you.
like a little bit of drama every now and then.
Well, if you got some drama, you know you can bring it.
I don't have no drama, but you know that was my kickball name whenever I played with you.
Oh yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
kickball name was Drama Queen, even though
So
I
you
don't mess out.
you still living up to that name?
You know what, Black? Whenever I say I am in such a totally different place than I was, it really blows my mind how
Okay.
how just chill I am. Well, you should be able to see that based on just my Facebook, because I used to be wilding out on Facebook. But
Right, right.
now, I am so incredibly chill. I am so incredibly chill. I can't even tell you how chill I am.
Stacks, what's going on? I see you, Stacks. You done shared it. You done shared my live, so your folks can
No,
get it.
I haven't shared it. Now.
Okay.
Why is it?
Oh shit. We got to get you back on here, shouter. Y'all be a little patient. Oh, she done snapped out right quick. What you just do, Stacks? I ought to bring you on here too. Y'all be patient. Let me see. Okay. I ought to get you on here, Stacks. See what you got to talk about. Oh, you just shared it loud. Okay, I appreciate that, shouter. I'm waiting on Chloe to pop back up so we can get started. I'm hoping she ain't having no problems. There we go. All
But I'm
right.
back now.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So yeah, I ain't know.
I'm good now. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Hey man, first of all, before we get started, let me welcome y'all back to the Papa Black Podcast with the one and only author, Miss Chloe Barksdale, my longtime running partner, schoolmate, kickball queen. Oh, she feeling good today.
I am. Hey, it's Friday.
Oh yeah, all day.
I'm ready. We
All
ready.
right. Before we get started, man, I gotta say I'm glad that they found those three white boys guilty. All of them got life.
Yes.
The father and son got life without possibility of parole,
Yes,
and the
sir.
other one that recorded the video, he got life with a chance of parole. So I'm glad we finally got a little justice, even though it won't bring him back. But we so used to them getting off scot free.
Right.
So I'm glad that they do have a guilty verdict and the sentence fit the crime. I
Right.
would I would have loved for them to get the chair, but that's the next best thing.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm one of those people that used to be for the electric chair, and now I don't want to play God, but then also, to me, dying is easy. Dying,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
thing is, even though they sit on death row for a long time and they give them the opportunity to, and I'm going to be slinging this hair because, yes, I got this hair in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It,
Yeah.
it, it has grown in the last
It
few
has
days.
grown exponentially, expeditious, or whatever. It has grown a lot in, what, 2 days?
Yes,
So,
Lord.
but my thing is that dying is easy. Even though they usually sit on death row for a number of years,
Right,
eventually it's over and it's done with.
right.
But you to have to sit on death row within this little box and you can't go anywhere or do anything. Only thing you can do is just sit there for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, to me, I
Yes, Lord.
feel like I would, I think if something was to happen to one of my family members, I want you to feel that torture. I don't,
Right,
I don't want you to do, because once they inject you and you're dead, you're gone, everything is over. I want
right,
you to go through the whole process of years in remembering over and over again what you did to get where you are, because
right,
eventually you are going to die.
right.
So I'm not a person. I want you to suffer. I want you to suffer.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be a firm believer in an eye for an eye. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, what I mean, I guess I can be a little not forgiving, but yeah, the suffering in jail for the rest of your life. Yeah,
In a what is how big is the jail cell? 6 by 6,
I think
12.
so.
So whatever it is, you gotta eat, piss, and shit in that same place. You will never see the light of day again.
Right.
I would prefer that. I would
And
prefer
and I
that.
and I hope they get the worst cellmate in the world.
I hope
I
they don't
hope
get
they get.
no soulmate. I don't
No,
even want you to.
no, no.
I
See,
don't want you to get soulmate.
no, but see, a cellmate can make it real bad for you. They can make it terrible because you got to live in that little bitty space with them. And hey, man, some of the cellmates they nasty. They, you know what I mean. So yeah.
Yeah, but you might get a chance to get some. You might get a chance to get a little some if you're in there with a cellmate. You're in there with the right one. Y'all might be in there knocking each other off. No, I want your hand be your only means of pleasure for 40
Ooh, they might be able to give a little something. Ooh,
years. they might
Lord,
they might be able to get a little something. If both of y'all in there, y'all ain't got nothing else to do for the next 40 years.
that's right. Now let's get off that because we'll keep going and going. Now I heard you say you were single last time. Now is it
Oh, damn,
better?
I thought we weren't gonna go yet.
No, I'm saying we just talking. We ain't necessarily talking about you.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm an open book. You can ask me anything, but like you know that.
right, and vice versa. So don't you know what I mean? So if you got some questions for me, shoot them at me.
Um,
Do you think it's easier dating now or dating back in the day?
Hell no, it ain't easier dating now. We kind of like touched upon that last time. You
Right,
know,
but we never didn't dwell into it. But
it's found well, hell no, it's not easy. Dating today. Like I said before, whenever it was boy meets girl. You go out to the club, you meet somebody, they call you. For example, men don't. I'm not going to say men. I'm going to say a lot of men. A lot of men got so many that they're juggling. They don't have money to support all that they're juggling. So before a man call you up, you're talking on the phone, let's go to the movies. Let's go shoot pool. Let's, whatever, whatever.
right.
Now, I remember it's been some years ago. Guy we had been talking for a while. And then finally he says to me, um, we should hang out. And I said, you're finally asking me out on a date? And he says, no, I think we should hang out to see if we want to go out.
What? What?
Nigga, we 40 years old.
Right.
And then all of this, well, let's meet for coffee. Or why can't we have an ice cream date?
An ice
Nigga,
cream date?
why can't we go out? Why can't we just go to meet for Brewster's? Or why can't we meet at Starbucks for coffee? And then men want to make it seem like you're materialistic or you're a gold digger because that's not your bag. That's not how I dated in my 20s. I'm damn
Right.
sure not about to be doing it in my 40s and now 50s. It's not easy because, like I said, men have so many choices. So they're not going to be taking Barbara out on Tuesday and then Wendy out on Thursday and then someone else out on Friday or Saturday. So they're just not going to take anybody out. They're just
Right.
going to take up a lot of your time, but they're not really trying to date because they're all over the place.
Right. Well, I think women make it a whole lot easier now. because they don't require as much.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we was growing up, you had to know how to do something, whether it was singing, dancing, working. You
Tell
had to know how
jokes.
to do something. Yeah, tell
Tell
jokes.
jokes.
But now it's such, like they say y'all outnumber us 15 or 20 to 1, whatever the number is. But if you take out the men that are gay, the men that are married, the men that are committed, the men that's in jail, I think that number is probably close to about 30 to 1. And then, like with the women constantly getting naked on Facebook or on Instagram, a guy really ain't gonna look at you as far as trying to be his main girl. You know what I mean? He might look at you to sleep with you, but he not gonna take you serious. And as a man, I couldn't see myself taking nobody serious that was constantly naked or half naked on Facebook or Instagram. You know what I mean? Because when I'm serious about you, I want to keep majority of you to myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to know that you're fine, but I don't need everybody else knowing how fine you are. You know what I mean? So I think that's one major problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. It's so much easier, and then people don't get to know each other either
They don't. Because
because
they're texting. Like
oh
they're
my
not talking
god,
on the phone. They're not talking on the phone. They're texting. So
right,
how can you get to know me? You're just gonna keep on. The one thing that I've done before in meeting a guy is I played 20 questions on text when I first met him. Just asking, general questions or whatever.
right,
But people nowadays, like I said, they don't want to pick up. I don't like talking on the phone. Okay, well, I need to hear the highs and lows in your voice. I also need to know who's in the background. I
right,
also need to make sure that I can talk to you at 11 o'clock at night because whenever you're texting, it's easy to say, "Oh, I fell asleep," and then you find
right,
out later on that he got a whole family that you know nothing about because the only thing you do is talk to him on text.
right. And see, for me, I don't like the texting either because, like I can't get to know you in a text, and I
Mm-hmm.
like to hear your voice every now and then, and I can tell if something really wrong with you when you're talking to me.
Which reason?
Like I'm saying, like if you're having
What
a
you mean?
bad day or something,
Huh?
if you're having a bad day or
I
something,
like that.
I
I
can
like
hear
that.
it. You
I
know what
like
I
that.
mean? And with the texting, man, and then people want to text you a whole conversation. Like I can understand if you at work or you tired up or something and you text me, hey, how you doing? You good or something? That's cool.
Mhm.
But when you want to text a whole conversation, then I gotta wait on you to respond. Then you gotta wait on me to respond. A 2-3 minute conversation turned into an hour,
Mhm.
and I really don't have time to be sitting around texting. And y'all text so fast, especially with an argument. I damn sure if it argue with you, no text because y'all be wide open. Y'all be wide open. And me with these big fingers, I be like, look, man, and you be done hit me about 3 times. I ain't even got one back yet. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So no, I can't do that, man. And it's sad that it be women our age that'll tell you I like the text. Hey, hold
Yes,
on, wait a minute.
it's
Nah.
a lot of them. It's a lot of them. I wish that you could put up a poll right now and ask how many women prefer. Well, what do you prefer? Because I hate to ask leading
Right,
questions.
right.
What do you prefer when it comes to communicating with somebody that you just meet? Text messaging, phone calls, but it's I get a lot of men that say, and I know of a lot of women that say they don't like, I don't like talking on the phone.
Hold on. Men do the same thing?
What? Want to text
Like,
all the time?
yes, yes.
Oh, men are I don't talk to women really, but men, and I got a question for you.
Okay.
Men will tell you quick. They don't like talking on the phone. They'll text you, and I'm the type of person I'll just stop responding to you because we're grown. I'll stop responding to you.
Yeah, that night, yeah, these men have got some crazy way. And hey, Tiffany, and hey, Neat Neat,
Hey,
I see y'all.
Tiffany.
And then look, y'all chime in if you prefer texting or talking on the phone. You know what I mean?
Okay, Black. Why I can't comment in chat? What you do?
I mean, you can't see the.
I can't respond.
Oh, I don't ever respond. I just say, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So like I say, the typing, you know what I mean? I ain't got time to be trying to type while we talking. But yeah, I hear men like to do a lot of stuff that I feel like women do now, but I be lost on that. I really do. You know what I mean? So I don't know how y'all take a lot of men serious. You know what I mean? Because I don't get it. I really don't.
I tell you one thing, it definitely like I'm dating now, and I'm dating someone. And what surprised me the most whenever because we met on social media, what surprised me the most is he sent me his phone number. I waited, traded a few inboxes, then text messages, and then I sent one text message, and he picked up the phone and called.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, this is something that really surprised me that I personally love.
Right.
That really, and men don't understand is that you need to make sure that if you're really interested in a woman, that you do something that sets you apart from all the other men that may be
That's
trying
right.
to holler at her.
That's right.
So what he did, and I don't know if it was because he wanted to make sure I actually looked like my picture. And a lot of men are always talking about catfishing and all this other stuff. If you got an iPhone, if you got Facebook, it's as simple as video chat. So
Right.
he, like day one, after he called me, then he hit that button to FaceTime me. So I'll say right now to this day, 2 months later, 80% of our conversation is on FaceTime because we don't see each other every day. We don't
Right.
visit each other every day. We're far apart. So we pick up. He FaceTime me. I FaceTime him. So I'm asking you, Black, would you FaceTime with a chick?
No, I hate that.
Why would you not FaceTime with a chick? But here it is. You and I are on live looking at each other, and you got the whole world looking at you.
Yeah, but I hate that when I'm like I try to explain to people, like I've been popular my whole life. And then once I was a comedian, like I feel like the only thing that I do have private is my private life. So it's a small percentage of me I got to keep to myself. You know what I mean? And I just ain't like I'm probably too cautious because I know how they can tap in on conversations. You know what I mean? Not nobody in particular, but like if you got an iPhone and all that, they can really tap in on everything you do and all this smartphone and
They ain't tell on
these
everything
smart.
that you do anyway, Black.
Yeah, I mean, but still, shout I like to at least feel like I got something to myself. You know what I mean? Because I be talking real reckless sometimes. You know what I mean? So I like to hope that I can keep some things to myself, but and then I feel like most people are trying to figure out where I'm at or what I'm doing. And I'm
We're
not.
talking about most people. We're talking about.
I know we talking about who you're dating.
I
I'm
need to.
saying.
I need to. Hold on. Let me put my other chips so I can prop my leg up because I feel like this is about to be good. Hold on.
And Miss Tiffany, I see you. It depends on the time of day and what the conversation may be about. If it's
Okay.
a short convo, but
Okay.
otherwise, call me.
I'm comfortable now. I should have brought my bottle of wine out.
Get your wine.
No, it's in the. I don't got to where I get the one that's in the box. They got that little spigot. It's in the fridge.
So you buying wine in the box?
I'm buying wine in a box. Yes,
What?
it is good stuff. Yes, baby. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my God. What kind of good wine do they make in a box?
Don't ask me the name of it. I just know that it's sweet red wine and it's in the box. Who turned me on to that? I don't know if it was did Kim turn me on to it or did Nikita turn me on to it? One of my alcoholic friends turned me on to it.
I thought wine in the box was for old people. You know what I mean? Is it
Well,
Stella Rose or something? Ain't that the wine?
no, I will go through Stella Rose. Stella Rose is too expensive, and I go to it go through it too fast. Yeah, I'm drinking wine in the box. They don't send me my little AARP. They've been sending me my little AARP stuff, and
I want all mine. I want all my benefits.
I want all that.
Yeah,
I want my 15% discount
right. You done
Wednesday,
earned it.
Tuesday. Yes, and thank God that we're blessed to still be here because there's a lot of them that's not.
So what's the best wine out now?
I don't know because I be buying some wine. I buy my wine there. I'm not a wine connoisseur. I mean, I'll drink Stella Rose, but I be buying my wine at Aldi's. Yes, Aldi's had this cucumber wine and I cannot find it. It was like $5.99.
Cucumber wine.
It was cucumber and mint. Now I drink my cucumber and mint Kettle One vodka. But yeah, it was some cucumber wine. It was so good. I don't went to like 4 Aldi's looking for it and can't find it.
Yeah, and Tiffany talking about some wine in the box. It's convenient. Like
yes, it's got the spigot, and you just go up, you open the refrigerator, you put your little glass up on it, and you press it, and yeah.
So y'all too lazy to take the bottle out and open the bottle and
you get more in the box.
Oh my God.
$14 in the box.
And she talking about, yep.
Right. And it's convenient. So it's like you don't have to worry. And anything it would have been in the box, you don't have to put your little cute little stopper back in there, and it's not rolling around in the fridge. It's sitting in this cute little box, and you just
hell no. I keep smoking. I keep smoking. Y'all
okay, so let me ask you this: you smoke? What about edibles?
Nah.
Have you tried edibles before?
Yeah, I have, but I don't like. I'm not that trusting. What? Like I don't eat like all the different kinds of weed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I gotta.
You do like regular old weed.
Yeah, I got a great mid, man, because I want the seeds. I want to know that it comes out the ground. Everything like to me is, and this just me. And everybody think that I'm crazy for still smoking mid, but I have a great mid, man. But at the time, like I'm not that trusting, man. Like they put a whole lot of chemicals in to make these different kinds of weed, these different colors and all that. And I never know what kind of weed or how much weed they got in these edibles.
Let me tell you something. My guy, he sends out his list every Friday, and he has something called his. I didn't. Nah. So he got Purple Rain, Wishers, and ice cream cake. Every time you turn around, it's something different. It'll be good. I just don't know what it is. Like
right. And see, you just
like regular mid.
Like yeah. But see, and then with the seeds, yes, because I know it comes out the ground. And see, I listened to one of the rosters that and they were saying the same thing. They were like, the weed that we smoke comes out the ground, and it always gave us energy. He said the stuff that they smoke now, it make them lazy, and that's facts. Like, and I don't want to never be the highest nigga in the room, because I got to keep my eye on everybody in the goddamn room.
You don't want to be Snoop Dogg and
no
Cat Williams.
Nah, because like I say, I'm not that trusting. I got to watch everybody in the room because people are crazy now. And I stopped passing my blunt years ago. Like I've always smoked my own. I don't pass mine. If I pass it to you, you ain't got to give it back. And I take my weed everywhere I go.
That's one thing. And this is going off subject. No, it's still on subject, but it's going off subject. And then we're gonna go back to open campus when who all was it? Because I didn't smoke back then. I didn't start like indulging in stuff until like later. But you remember y'all, you Roxy. Yeah. You Rock. Who was it? You Roxy and
I don't know. Like I've been smoking since I was 14.
Y'all used to leave school. I'm trying to think. It was you, Roxy. Who was all with us at open campus?
I don't know. It used to be a parking lot full out there open campus.
At Taco Bell. Yeah.
At Taco Bell. And at right across the street. You know, we supported right across the street. Nah, that was Richway. That was Richway back then.
But
next to
Taco
the
Bell
Taco
was
Bell.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Taco Bell was next though. But
Okay.
people don't
Here's
believe
what.
that I used to have a
Mhm.
party across the street from the school every day. We used to go
Y'all
to
was
the. I used
y'all was
to. Oh yeah, yeah. And I try to tell people they don't believe it, but I used to like when I drop a class, I would go bring Johnny to school, and if I didn't drive, or even if Johnny drove, I would drop him off at school, go pick up my little girlfriend in Clarkston,
who's
come
your little
back
girl?
to the school.
Who's your little girlfriend, Black?
At the time, it was Shantae,
Okay.
but and I used to walk her to class and
Hey,
come
E.
right back out to
Happy
school.
birthday. Sorry.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah. And I walk her to class and come right back out to school. 9 o'clock when the liquor store open, we go into the liquor store and we party. And the principal, the principal used to come out there with binoculars, looking across the street, looking at us. And every day that I go into school, later on that day when I go walk her to class, he'll be like, I see you out there drinking. And I'll be like, look, man, my mom and dad know I drink. And I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. Tammy Brown told me this. She was like, everybody that they think that you hang with, he is telling their parents that you are a bad influence on them. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute, what? She said, yes. He told my mama that you was a bad influence on me. So when my daddy came up there for the parent teacher conference, he was talking about all the stuff I was doing, and I was like, okay, now tell my dad how you telling everybody parents I'm a bad influence on their job. And that kind of got the heat off me until I got home. And my dad actually asked me, like, well, what are you doing up at that school? And I said, Cat, to be honest with you, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Because actually I was tired of school in the 8th grade. I knew I didn't want to go to college. So I was really tired of school in the 8th grade, man. And boy, and open campus was really the worst thing I ever did when I
I'm
went
saying,
open.
but see, that's I was talking about open campus. I wasn't talking about Briarcliff. I was talking about when we was
Yeah.
at open
Oh
campus.
yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Who was you hanging with? Because I remember
It was a gang of us. It was about 50 of us out there, for real.
No, but it used to. I definitely remember Roxy because y'all used to go smoke. I used to catch the bus over to Lenox if I wasn't driving, or
Right.
hang out in Taco Bell parking lot. But yeah,
I had a party out there every day, and I'm probably
cool.
responsible for about 25 to 50 people not graduating. Like dead serious. And I try to tell people I was off the chain at open campus, but I mean, at Brockcliffe, I was still cool. You know what I mean? I was still in school. But I was tired of school. But by the time I got to open campus, it was over.
Okay, so let's talk. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this question, and then I'm gonna bring it back to smoking blunts. Which do you think is more? Which? How do I gonna put? Which is more intimate? You know, I'm gonna go there. My answer is always different from everybody else's. What's more intimate, kissing or having sex?
Kissing.
Why is kissing more intimate?
Why? I'm not sure. It just seemed more intimate because everybody ain't gonna kiss you.
But
Everybody.
that's something I don't understand because when we were in high school, and
Right.
even before, I say that when Pretty Woman came out, and Pretty Woman said, her and the other chick said that they don't kiss their Johns because it's too intimate. Before we heard that, it was not an issue. It became an issue once and that's one thing I say about social media and our influences and everything, because we'll hear something and then we just take it as is how we think without really thinking about it. So when you think about kissing, when you think about, I guess because sex is not intimate anymore. Sex is just sex. I don't see it like that. I feel that for me as a woman, for me to let you inside of my body and connect with me like that, that can be, you're into me. There's nothing more intimate than me giving you that piece of me. That's how I feel. But I hear men say kissing is more intimate than sex. So they won't kiss while having sex unless they quote, unless she's their girlfriend or whatever.
Right.
But you'll smoke a blunt with a nigga who you don't know where his mouth is being.
I promise you.
I
I
said
don't do
that's
that.
you. I'm saying
Right,
you.
right.
So I don't understand how some men and even some women, you will sit up there and swap spit with somebody you don't even know. Because half of the time,
Right,
if you go to
right.
a party and you outside or whatever, they in a blinded rotation. You don't know what they've been eating. You don't know if they had herpes. You don't know
Right.
if you don't know if the guy just finished sucking dick and the chick just finished eating pussy.
Oh.
You don't know. I'm just saying you don't know. But y'all got that blunt going in steady
Yeah,
rotation. But I
yeah,
can turn around and ask you a couple of hours later why you high as hell, and you gonna tell me no. I don't kiss. That's too
yeah.
intimate.
I mean, but that really made me stop passing the blunt too. Like
Mm-hmm.
the first time that I took a blunt for somebody and it was wet,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, 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 no. And it's probably been about 30 years since I actually passed my blunt. For real. And
Mm-hmm.
every time I smoke with somebody new, they be like, "You ain't gonna pass it." I be like, "No." Matter of fact, I take my weed everywhere. So if you ain't got no weed, you can smoke mine, and you can smoke mine, and you can keep yours at home. I don't care, but I'm not passing mine. And if I do pass it to you, I don't want it back.
That's what I was about to say. Now, if somebody don't have one, doesn't have it,
I give
you
them enough for a
smoke, you
blunt.
get yours, but you want to get off of it, huh? That's you.
No, I will give them a whole blunt. Like I already want 2 blunts because I've been
Okay,
smoking so long. I'm gonna
you're very generous.
Yeah, I mean, cause boo, I'm not gonna pass my blunt. So, and I know it might be, I know how people might take it sometimes. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like even when I was in the country and I smoked with my cousin in the
Hey,
country, and
Kawashi.
he was just looking at me and he was like, "You ain't gonna pass the cause?" I'm like, "No." I said, "Nigga, you can roll you one, or I'll roll you one if you want me to, but I can't pass mine, pimp. I don't do that." And he thought I was so wrong. He was like, "Oh, come on, man, you." I said, "Pimp, that's just who I am, man. I'd rather give you one than give you one of mine, because if I smoke it with you, I'm gonna smoke two anyway, because my tolerance is so high. So you know what I mean? Because I've been smoking so long."
You smoking people and y'all tolerance. That is, I don't know. It just don't. I'm gonna go to sleep. Only thing I can tell you is that I'm the type of person you don't want me to smoke because I'm just gonna go to sleep on you.
Right.
I'm gonna go to sleep. So if we out somewhere or we somewhere kicking it, don't offer me no weed unless you want me to go to sleep because I'll be in the car sleep.
And
Or
see,
I'll
I used to out smoke and out drink everybody and drive everybody home.
Now I used hold on for a minute. When you start talking about drinking and smoking, you know what flashback I have?
What that?
JT shitting on himself.
Yeah. You remember that?
You know what? Black people don't. People look at me and they don't realize when we were in high school, my parents were very strict. So I wasn't out like you guys were out. So
Right.
when I used to hear about the stuff that was going on, I used to want to be a part of it so bad. But
Right.
y'all got some serious memories because yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
there, but I heard about it.
Yeah. And Greg that went to guard too. I don't forget what Greg last name. I don't even want to call it last name, but we
Greg,
what was his name?
was he older than us? You talking about Greg?
No, he was in the class with us. What was Greg had the little gray Mustang? What was Greg last name? But I don't want to.
Don't call it. Don't
Yeah,
call it.
I don't want to call his last name. But we was at churches on Gresham Road, and I'm gonna tell you, we had to take him. You know, they had the car wash right there by the churches on Gresham Road.
That's who y'all had the hose down. I thought
Yeah,
it was
we had a,
JT.
and we nah, that was great.
I thought it was JT y'all had
Yeah,
hose down. I know somebody had to
yeah,
get hose down.
yeah. And we took him through the car wash and got him back right. Dead serious. Like we were wild, man. We used to kick it, shouted.
He wasn't cold.
It didn't matter. Pimp, you gotta get that shit up off your player. Well, you can't goddamn get back in the car like that. Like, no.
He would have had. How far did he live from Gresham Road Car Wash?
I can't remember.
He would have had to go home.
Yeah, I mean, we took him home, but we couldn't take him home like that. Nah.
So y'all done took this man to the car wash.
Yeah.
And hosed him down.
Yeah. I mean, because we were right there at churches anyway. And that's where he went in to use the bathroom at.
Well, why didn't he use? What happened? Did he?
I don't know. He was slapping drunk. I didn't go in the bathroom with him, so I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
But we looked out for him, you know what I mean? So, and I remember another story. We was at going, and my boy Fred Buchanan tried to drink with me, and we might have been at.
Fred the one who got the dreads now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I began Fred Brown and Fred Buchanan mixed up. Okay,
yeah. Fred Buchanan tried to drink with me, and I remember, I think we might have been over Kiki's house or something, and he tried to drink with me, and he couldn't hang, and we took him home, and we rang the doorbell, and we left. Because, we were underage drinking, going to the country store on Columbia Drive and all that, you know what I mean? So we rang the doorbell and we got him home, rang the doorbell, and we left. And I think his brother came home and said that he had done rolled out into the driveway or something like that. Like, man, we used to be clowning, man.
I didn't have to. Only thing my parents would let me do was go to Golden Glide skating rink in South DeKalb.
Oh yeah.
I used to just fight all the time at South DeKalb Mall. That was
every Saturday. That was the place to be. We post up for about 4-5 hours in South DeKalb Mall.
Right.
Might eat 2-3 times, but we gonna post up in South DeKalb Mall about 4-5 hours. Yeah,
that was my thing. South DeKalb Mall every Saturday. That's all. And then Golden Glide skating rink.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you one thing I would never drink again. That Seagram 7.
Okay, I'll tell you what mine is.
Boy, I drank 7 and 7 one time, and I got so drunk I threw up.
Gin, right?
Yeah. And see, Mike Gilstrap, he the one made me think of that. I had got so drunk, I threw up in my bedroom, in my mama bedroom, and when I came back to the next day, I couldn't do it no more. And see what it was, you remember when they had the bongs that you just smoke weed out of. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like the hookah now, mm-hmm. But it's called them bongs, and they said that you're never supposed to put anything besides water in the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. And I put some Seagram 7 in the bottom of the bong, just being stupid, shouted. So I had inhaled all that while I was smoking and all that, and I was about drunk for about 3 days. Dead serious. I was drunk for about 3 days. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, I can't. Seagram 7, I would never drink again.
My dad was an alcoholic, so I was scared of alcohol up until, now part of the reason I got kicked out of Gordon is because Dorothea Bailey went and told the principal that I was at school drunk. That's a whole nother story. But I was too scared to drink because like I say, my dad was an alcoholic, and he died of cirrhosis of the liver. So I didn't really start drinking until I hit 20. Right. And my thing was Cisco. Baby, when I said Cisco took me to disco, and then it's real, real sweet. Mm-hmm. Baby, whenever I say what I say, and then Cisco, if you read the bottle, the small bottle of Cisco is supposed to be for 2 people. And
I think it's for about 4 people.
4 people. Baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you my with Cisco. One time with Cisco, I was dating this guy in those days. We went to, what was the name of the strip club that was on, is that Ellis Street down? Was it Paradise? Right when you get
Paradise,
now,
Paradise. Yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
we were in Paradise, and that's when you remember the Biltmore Hotel was downtown. That's why I was dope
Mm-hmm.
stay the girlfriends. So me and this girl named Tanya was with my boyfriend and his brother, and we were at. Now I got two stories. We were at there, and he was basically saying drink until his money went out. Black. I remember going. I remember on my way because look, the lady, the bathroom lady didn't set up back then. She used to have this big candy and all this stuff right outside the bathroom.
Right.
Boy, I knocked all her shit off, all of it. And he was
Yeah,
like, "Okay, it's time to go." We get to the Biltmore, and we got the penthouse had the three levels, had the spiral staircase, and he and I was up on the top level, and Tanya and his brother was on the second, and the top level had a jacuzzi tub in the middle of the floor. Baby, I threw up from the elevator, the hall, the first floor, going up that spiral staircase, the second floor, and in the jacuzzi tub. When I woke up the next day, the whole penthouse just reeked. I said, never, ever, ever, ever
Hell
again.
no.
That was like the worst. And then my final thing with Cisco was I was back. Remember Jack the Rapper was used to come in town, and
Right.
me and my play sister, we don't me her and my other girlfriends. This is whenever we each had our own bottle, and it was supposed to be for four, but the three of us each had a bottle. And we don't put on all our black dresses, and we said we was in vogue. You remember everybody used to hang out downtown. We would
Right.
park. We would literally walk from Five Points all the way up to Peachtree Center. So Jack the Rapper was in town. So we good and drunk, walking down the street, got heels on, talking about we want a contract. This guy pulled up on me, and I remember he was in a Burgundy Range Rover, and I done gave this guy my number. He done gave us a ride back to the car. He called me the next day. I did not remember who the hell he was. I just remember that he told me he was a music producer, and I just told him that I wanted a contract. I done sung for, I can't sing worth shit. I done sung for this man and everything. How we end up, he lived in DC. I did not know, and this goes back to chemistry and dating, and when you meet someone and talking on the phone. He went back to DC, Black. He and I talked on the phone for over a month. Call ourselves in a relationship. I had no idea what this dude looked like, but I was in love. I had
Yeah.
when I met him, I don't remember what he looked like, and he and I are still real good friends to this day. And we was on the phone. I'm running, back then, long distance was like shit, $1.25 a minute at certain times a day.
Right.
I'm running
Right.
up my phone bill and everything. So he was, his brother already lived here, and he was coming back, and I had to go pick him up from the airport. Back then you could actually go to the gate and meet him at
Right.
the gate.
That's right.
So I'm asking him, I'm like, I said, but whenever you get on the plane, I don't even know what you look like. What am I supposed to be looking for? Look for this dude that look like Ice Cube, got big eyes. So I'm sitting there waiting for some black guy to get off the plane that looked like Ice Cube. He didn't really look like Ice Cube. The thing is that by the time I saw him again, I was so in love with him. He could have looked like gum on the bottom of my shoe, but I was so in love with him just based off of our conversation. Luckily, he's a good looking dude. He wasn't ugly. Thank
Right.
God. But even if he was, I probably would still just, I don't know. The conversation was just that awesome. And we ended
Right.
up being together for 2 years. But I was so damn drunk off that Cisco. I said, after that, never again.
That is funny.
Never again. When I said I was drunk, I'm asking for record deals, everything. And I ran into Tion that night too.
Right, right. And see, I got a story for that strip club too.
Go ahead and give me a strip club story.
I mean, this
Oh, hold on,
is
hold on, hold on. Who the hell is Mr. Ovary Massager?
that got to be one of your friends, y'all. I don't know.
That Biltmore wine had me drunk, not as
Yeah,
good at wine, if you ask me. No, sweetie, I'm not talking about Biltmore wine. I'm talking about the Biltmore
yeah, the
Suites.
hotel.
The
Yeah,
hotel, the Biltmore Suites, they used to be downtown.
yeah.
But
That I mean, he might be one of my subscribers on YouTube or something. I don't
Mr.
know, but
Ovary Massager?
when I first seen that, I was like, hold on, what, what? Hey man, they got some nicknames out here.
I don't want nobody whose penis so big it's gonna touch my ovary. Go ahead. Go ahead with your
Oh, the paradise. Like we used to drink Long Island iced teas by the pitcher.
in paradise.
And
That's when they put real liquor. It wasn't no
yeah,
mix.
it was seven liquors.
That
And
was real. They wasn't no mix.
right. And
Mm-hmm.
we used to go to the paradise every day. So when we went down there one night, all the girls in the VIP came running over to us because, like I say, that was our spot. So
Mm-hmm.
this particular night, one of their boyfriends was in there. So the dudes got upset that they left them to come party with us. So it was me, Key, and Parrish in there.
Parish.
Parrish McMullen.
I can't remember what Parish looked like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I ain't really want to call it name, but yeah, we
You
was in
said
there.
Kiki?
Yeah, Kiki. So we in there, and I'm talking to two girls, but they sitting beside me and they talking.
Mm-hmm.
So it was some guys came by and looked at Parrish, and I think they kicked Parrish chair or something, and Parrish mean more. So next thing I know, Kiki tapped me and said, "Hey man, we might have to get down in a minute." And I'm like, "Hold on, what the hell have y'all done?" And Key said, "Hey man, Paris, dude keep Paris chair," and Paris said something to him, and he said, "Y'all two niggas finna die tonight," because they didn't know I was with them. So it was a dude named James with us too, and I said, "What James at?" And James was out in the lobby. So I was like, "Let me go out here and get James." And when I walked out there, Charlotte, it was about 50 niggas out there. And I had to walk through them to go outside to get James. And Stallion was with us from Second Avenue, China Dawson's Stallion.
Oh,
Because she was dating James or whatever. And goes out there. I said, "Hey man, we might have to get down in a minute." And James was like, "What Key and Paris said?" I said, "They back in there." I said, "But James, it's about 50 niggas in the lobby waiting on them niggas. So we got to go through them." And you know, it had that long walkway.
right.
So we had to go through there to get to them. So when we get in there, it's a light skinned dude in there that was he probably been a killer and all this. So it was two guys came out there with us. It was a dude named Quint, and I think he had somebody with him. No, Quint didn't come to the end. It was a dude named Todd, and Todd had some guys, a guy or two with him. So we were like, okay, we finna go in here now. So we go in the inside, we see all them dudes, and a big light skinned dude. He knew James, and he was like, "Hey man, them your boys in there, man." James was like, "Yeah, man, them my boys." He said, "Okay, everything cool, everything cool." So it's a big black dude I was a big dude, but this dude was about 6'2". He was cut up. He done took his shirt off. And he said, "Hey man, damn all that, nigga. We finna get down."
Why?
So I don't know what happened in the initial thing. I'm thinking that I knew one of the girl boyfriend. I found out one of the girl boyfriend was one of the dudes. You know what I mean? So I guess they felt disrespected when they left and came over there where we was or something. So he said, "Man, we finna get down, pimp. Damn all that." So, they tried to pull James' shirt over his head. And James had a pocket full of money on, his front pocket. He had his shirt got ripped off, but he had that pocket in his hand. He had that pocket full of money in his hand. And Keenan was down the hallway, so we fight going to the back. And I got hit one time up on the eye. Keith threw a chair at a dude, and he missed him, but it caught me right up on the eye. I grabbed the chair before it hit the ground, and I broke it over somebody's back. So we fight going that way. And we fought. We get to the back of the club, run out the back of the club. It was a dude trying to come up the steps. I grabbed the pole, slide down the pole, kicked the dude. I said, "Hey, pimp, if you ain't got nothing to do with this, my fault." But then we ran back up the sidewalk. You had to come down the driveway to park in the back. So we ran up the sidewalk, and we see a dude named Quint. So Quint, when he pulled up, Jane jumped in the car with him. I could have jumped in the car with Jane, but I seen Kiki out there by herself. So I was like, I can't leave this nigga down here by himself. So I ran with Kiki. We ran around the block. And when we heard the police, we came back, got in our cars. And that's when Parrish came out there. And Parrish had been hit. I think they said they hit him in the head with the back of a chair or something. And he was looking like the Elephant Man. But we didn't know that. And I told Key, I said, "Key, you jump in the car with Parrish, and we'll meet up over Jane house."
Remember, who is Parrish McMullen?
So when we get back to Jane house, we end up talking. We laughing. Now, I'm stupid, so we end up laughing now because we done made it out all that. So Parrish said, "Man, I'm ready to go home. So I take him home, and I called his mama. I said, "Hey, we got into it tonight with some guys, and I think Parrish might have got the worst of it or whatever." I said, "Just go in there and check on him." And look, she was still on the phone with me. She went in there and she bust out laughing. "Boy, you done got your ass tore up." So
he look like a head.
Yeah, and he looked like the Elephant Man for real. And hey man, it was ugly. You know what I mean? It was ugly, man.
We've had some. I always say, and I could be wrong because our parents say the same thing, but I be like, kids don't have fun. Like
no, they don't. They don't.
Like we have fun. They don't. We had some fun. We had some. We've had some fun. That Bill, who's?
I don't know.
Who's this?
No, I blocked him, whoever that is, because I don't know. I don't even know what they say.
Who? Mr. Open Massager?
Nah, the one that was up under him. So you might not see it because I blocked him.
I didn't.
You done disappeared on me again. But yeah, they don't these kids don't have fun like we did. Yeah, these kids don't know how to party and have fun like we did, man.
Who is? Oh, so this is people that are coming off of your YouTube or something?
Yeah, well, some of them. Like it's in 3 different places, like my podcast page, my regular page, and then on YouTube. And like I remember almost getting shot at Golden Glide one night. Like some guys had got to fighting up there, and me and Noah was sitting up there. Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something right quick. I'm so bad about this. He be taking me everything not to still call him Stacy when I see him.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't even know if he remember this, but we were standing up there talking, and some guys had got to find that Golden Glide, and we heard some gunshots. And then between me and him, the glass just shattered. So if we'd have been an inch or two to the left or to the right, boy, we'd got hit in the head with a bullet on some real shit. And it didn't have nothing to do with us. It didn't have nothing to do with us.
I'm going to ask you if this, you probably don't even remember this. I'm going to ask you if you remember this. Do you remember, this is whenever life got real fun and interesting for me, Charles Disco.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
At Charles, that's by that time my mama had she bought me a 1990 Sunbird. That was my graduation present. We was at Charles Disco. Mind you, like I said, my mom was still strict. Even though I was grown at the time, I still had a curfew.
Oh, of course.
Black, you probably don't remember this, but I came outside and there was police tape everywhere because somebody had got shot and killed. You walked past me and you said real calm, there's a dead man over there beside your car, and you just kept on going. You probably don't remember this, but it was because it was a bullet hole. It shot through my windshield and it shot through my driver's side door, and the man was laying dead right there. And you know what Charles Disco, once the cars all get packed in, the ambulance was at the end of the street, and they had to bring the thing up because it was, you can't, once you get in, you can't get out.
That's
I had to stay out there because the crime scene people had to come. I had to stay out there. The sun came up. I'm sitting on the edge in the curb. Mind you, I'm like, I wasn't 21 yet because I wasn't supposed to be in there. But I'm sitting like on the curb, like, my mama gonna kill me. My mama gonna kill me because I couldn't move. They wouldn't let me move my car. It was part of the crime scene.
Right.
Baby, that next Friday, I was right back out at Charles.
Oh yeah. That's the thing about.
Because the bullet hole went in my windshield, but it didn't shatter my windshield. Bullet hole in the windshield, bullet hole in the driver's side door. Yeah. Back at Charles Disco that next Friday. But it was so funny. You walked right by. You said it's a dead man over there beside your car. You just kept on.
Because it was for some reason it would happen, but it wasn't really nothing surprising. You know what I mean? Like the last time I went in Charles, and see, this is when we about 17, 18 years old, so we weren't even supposed to be in there. But the last time I went in Charles, you know, we used to go in the blue room.
Right.
Get drunk in the blue room. When you come back out, you come back out in the regular room, boy, you can barely see.
Right.
So when I came out there, and you know, they had all the mirrors in there. Mm-hmm. They got the shooting in there. Mm-hmm. All I heard was mirror just ching, 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 ching. And I made a promise to myself. I said, if I ever get out of here, I would not come back in Charles Disco again.
You had to be 19. You had to be about 19 though, because
I'm saying we were too young to be in there.
Because you know when I was 19 when I got my 1990 Sunbird, so it had to be like but it was yeah.
And but I used to go back down there in the parking lot, and you know you never did have to go in Charles. You could just drive through the parking lot, make that U-turn, and come back out. It's a long line up and down the street, and that was the thing. Or you parked and walked down through there or whatever, but
Those were the days. We sound like old people sitting on the porch drinking gin.
Yeah. But these old stories, man, hey man, like we used to party. And the closest thing to Charles was 559. The closest thing to Charles was 559.
You know what? I hated 559. When I say I hated 559,
we helped create that monster.
I remember when 559 was called something else. We were in high school because that's when me and Tion was still together, right. And they used to have dance contests in there. But by the time it became 559, I hated Club 559. You know what club I've never been inside of? I've only been in the parking lot. The night. I never went inside.
What?
I never went inside the Nightlife. I was only. I would leave Jelly Bean skating rink and come over there to the Nightlife and be at the game room, but I've never been inside the Nightlife. I've never seen inside the Nightlife.
And look, Mickey used to be a he used to be a security guard at 559, and he said, "You remember they found a dude dead in the pool room at Charles."
Oh,
That's what
really?
I'm saying. Like Charles used to be the shit, man.
Charles
Yep.
Fat with that Jerry curl used to sit at
Oh
the
yeah.
door. And see, I got my fake ID from McCory's downtown. That's where I got my fake ID from McCory's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the train station down there, 5 points. 5 points, you should be able to get anything at 5 points.
But that's what McCory's at. Look,
Yeah, you
that's
know what I'm
why
saying?
we
Yeah, you should be able
downstairs.
to get everything down there. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
was.
the nightlife used to be the truth.
I was in the parking lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I would leave either Jelly Bean skating rink and then Sparkles, and I would just be in the parking lot where I go to the game room. The game room was the truth, but nightlife. I didn't understand the nightlight back in the nightlight before it became the nightlight. You look like it used to be a magic market or some type of get
I
because
don't know.
it,
Oh, it was something.
the
It
building
was,
was so about like what's that Tanqueray Lounge? You remember they used to be like a
yeah,
magic market or whatever. So the
right.
nightlight, I couldn't see how all those people was getting up in there because it was probably about as big as it looked like it was about as big as my apartment.
Yeah.
726 square feet. It looked too small.
Yeah, night was small, but it used to be jam packed. But you, like you said, you didn't have to go in there because the parking lot used to be sold out.
I used to be
The Moreland Plaza, where you used to get your driver license and all that. Oh, the Moreland Plaza used to be the whole plaza used to be sold out.
That was me. That was
Yeah.
me. Parking lot pimping. Bro,
Yeah.
we used to hold the line at the 9. There may be 10 people inside with a 2,000 people in line. What is he talking about? Charles Disco?
559.
Oh.
You talking about that 55? I told you I want the security guards at the 55.
I used to go to 559 and watch I used to go on Thursday night for the comedy show.
Tuesday. That was Tuesday.
Tuesday night. I used to go on Tuesday night for the comedy show. And
like our Tuesday night comedy turned that into $1 million club. Like, it all started on our Tuesday night comedy.
Well,
it really did.
I hated the 559.
Yeah, the 559 was the closest thing to Charles. But hey, man, back in the day, man, we used to party. The Sandcastle,
Silver Fox. I used to be a waitress at Sandcastles.
That's
Silver
funny. Sunset.
The Sunset Lounge. That's when Wanda Smith used to do karaoke.
Yeah.
She used to do karaoke at Sunset because I remember it was the girls who used to do it was these women who used to do the weather girls all the time.
Right.
Right.
And look, we didn't even plan on talking about all the old days.
What did you have on your list about other than this? Because we were talking about dating and we done got all the way
talking about oh man. I mean, but a whole lot of stuff that we were gonna talk about. But I mean, reminiscing, man. Like these kids they don't understand about partying, man. Like I remember the last good Freaknik was in '94.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to turn myself in 2 days before everybody came to town.
What you had to turn yourself in for, Black?
Well, that little time I had to do a little time, but you know.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. You know, it wasn't a whole lot of time. But
yourself in, or did you do Freaknik and then turn yourself in?
No, I had to turn myself in that Tuesday, and everybody came in town that Thursday. So I'm in now looking at it on TV.
Oh.
And that was the last good one because in '95 is when they kept everybody on the highway.
Okay, I remember that. 94. Yeah. Let me tell you what happened. The last one they had. The last one they had was that's the one when Ice Cube and all of them was in town, and we got stuck on what do you call it? Stewart Avenue, because everybody was trying to go to Club Nikki's.
Yep.
We got stuck. It was me, this girl named Tina Cunningham, and Tracy Jones. We got stuck on Stewart Avenue. Baby, let me tell you something. Number one, it was hot. But that's when guys started. They were pulling girls out of cars. They would snatch your car door open. They was pulling girls out of cars. They was just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So when we saw that, and mind you, we can't move. When we saw that, we started locking all the doors and rolling up the window. So it's hot. We stuck in traffic. We about to run out of gas. We got gas, but we don't know how long this gas is gonna last. This guy
Right.
ran up to the window and he slapped a condom up against the. I'm in the back seat. He slapped a condom up against the window and then he licked the glass. He licked. He
What?
slapped the condom up against and then he licked the glass.
Hell
I
no.
said, Freaknik over for me. I can't do this no more. And then the people that was on this side, that's whenever we saw the guy run over and snatched the girl, snatched the it was some girls in the car, snatched the car open and dove in the car and started hunching on her and doing all this other shit. That's when we was like, after that, I'll let y'all have it.
Hell nah. Yeah, that freak niggas be out the chain, man.
It was yeah. And then that Sunday they took it to Maddox Mosley Park.
Oh, of course.
And it was some chick that was in the back of a truck and she was naked.
No.
She was naked. She was naked.
But boy, Mickey said them folks said 559 security was known all over America, which it was. Like we really used to have people come all the way from not Little Rock, Arkansas, but dang, what's the other part of Arkansas? But they used to come from Arkansas every Tuesday. They have a 12 o'clock show. 11 o'clock, the parking lot empty. 12 o'clock, it's sold out. Comedy show that started at 12 o'clock midnight.
Wait a minute, hold on for a minute. They would
Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine
they
Bluff,
would
Arkansas.
drive.
Yes, every Tuesday. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Yes.
You know who I remember distinctively the last time that I was at the comedy show at 559 was Tyler.
Oh yeah, my dog. Rest in peace. Yes.
It was Tyler.
Yes. I
Tyler
remember we met Tyler at Club 720.
up there. Up.
Yeah. We met Tyler at Club 720. And we ended up bringing him down the street to 559. Yep.
I remember.
Yep.
I remember
Yep.
something being up in there.
Yeah, I used to love to see Sammy Sam in there too. Sammy Sam didn't have nothing to do with comedy, but boy, he used to set it off in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
he'll do a little freestyle, and boy, he would call every comedian name out in there.
You know what comedian I used to love, and then she became a Christian?
Small fry.
Mm-mm.
Who you talking about?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yep.
Chocolate.
Yep. Chocolate started at that comeback theater.
Baby, Chocolate, Small, and who used to get on my nerves? Rest in peace to him too. Always ran everybody off the stage. Debo.
Debo. Oh yeah, Tiny Lister. Yeah.
Yes, he used to get on my nerves.
Tiny. Yeah, he used to stand there at comeback too.
He always had to get up there and run folks off the darn stage.
Yeah, if they say anything to him, yeah, he finna come chase him off stage. Yeah. Them were the days, though, man.
Bruce used to always offer me his Frito Lay paycheck. He used to always tell me and give me his whole paycheck.
That is funny.
Yeah. That was we had some good times.
Oh yeah, like a lot of the comedians I've been interviewing, like them were the ones that started back then. Like I need to get Sherman Golden.
You need to get Sherman on here. And
I got to get Sherman. I want to do Tim Murray too.
What Tim Murray? What's his name? Used to turn cartwheels on stage.
Turn cartwheels.
Chubby.
You talking about Arnez?
Arnez.
Yeah.
It was Arnez. Yeah. And then of course Earthquake. All of them.
Yeah, all of them came through that comedy act.
We're regulars at the comedy act. And then what's her name? Coco? Was Coco?
Well, Coco came through the 559. I don't remember her coming through.
Take the liquor out her.
Yeah. And I know she was at Uptown a few times, but hey man, like people don't realize how long Atlanta been getting down, man.
Popping. Those the early, like I said, the early 90s. I I didn't even have jewelry. Jewelry's born in '95. I didn't even have jewelry.
Right. And I appreciate that, Mickey. Mickey said I'm one of his favorite comedians. Yeah, hey man. Like we had real love for each other back then too. You know what I mean?
I wasn't trying to blow your money or smoke your money. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, hey man. You know, I was a wild boy back then, man.
Right.
I was so wild.
On your penis so they can blow your money and smoke your money.
Yeah, man. And I tell people how hard I was when I first started, man. And those were the days, man.
We don't stop saying those are the days. We're only 51. We're sounding like we should be in on the porch in a rocking chair drinking mint julep. We're not that old.
No, I ain't never said that. And you know, I just started claiming my age, y'all. And you know, like everybody always wondered why I said I was 27. And I always said 27 because that seemed like the perfect age for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I always want to keep that mind frame. Like I listen to people that we grew up with be, I'm old. Even my niece and them be hollering they old. I'd be like, how y'all feel old at 25 and 30? Like,
because
you
they,
feel old now?
you know why? Because at 25 and 30 compared to us, they've experienced so much. We at 25 and 30, we had experienced stuff, but the things that they're experiencing is not like what we're experiencing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As far as, you know, people always say, well, gun violence and whatever. And, you know, we was at the height of the dope deal days.
Oh,
These
yeah.
little boys selling dope nowadays think that they making money. These little dope boys making money. These little girls out here that's throwing their ass in a circle think that they're making money. They're not making $15,000 in one night.
Right.
Because the guys these days don't have the kind of money that our era had, or if they have it, they're not spending it how our era spent it. So,
Right.
but the thing is that they're so the things that they've seen, the things that they experience is it's aged them. It's they can't have the kind of fun that we have. They're not
Nah.
everything that they're doing is like it's just so much. COVID, you know, AIDS, you know, a lot of their parents have died of AIDS and all this other stuff. So they're old. They're
And
old.
look, my partner in crime, Chase Jones, said she loved a hair change.
I'm gonna tell you something.
That's my dog right there, man.
Miss Jones, this hair be up and down my back like Venetian blinds. So you might as well get ready, girl.
And I call her Kurtwood shouted it. Like, that's my dog right there.
Get ready, Miss Jones, because it be up and down my back like Venetian blinds. Like you
Right.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. So, Black, what you got up for this weekend?
I don't know, man. I be chilling now, man. I really do. I be in chill mode. Like, it's so much going on now, man. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm glad I got pretty much everything I like to do at home. Mm-hmm. Like, I got all the music. I got and I love electronics. Mm-hmm. So I love learning stuff like this. Like, mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I probably need to get out some, but we can't do nothing like we used to.
Right.
So I don't be in no hurry to go nowhere no more. I really don't.
And that's, you know what, Black, that's the hard part. Like a lot of I get all the time asked, why am I single? And people look at my Facebook and they think that I just like be out. But here's another thing. Men easily approach you on social media because they're hiding behind a keyboard. Yeah, but right. they don't really approach me whenever I get out. And people think that I just be out in the streets. For the most part, I be at home. I'm like you. I be at home chilling. I be right there on this sofa, looking at Netflix, looking at TV. My phone be dry. When I say my phone be so damn dry, my phone, you might as well drop it in a bag of flour. Because, baby, when I say my phone be dry, nobody can call me. Nobody can text me. Now, they'll inbox me and it's random people I don't want to talk to. Right. But I just be at home. Like, it's cold now. If I still had a fireplace, Baby, I'll be in heaven.
Right.
Box wine in the fridge, pork chops marinating. I'll be good to go.
Right. And my boy Mickey said Harris home, those guys used to make 100,000 a night. Hey man, T White, Ken Miles, hey man. The
Right.
whole West Side used to be on fire.
Charles.
But it's a lot of players in Decatur used to get money too. We were just quiet with it. But it's a lot of players in Decatur got plenty of money.
They weren't quiet. They was. I'm not gonna say.
Compared to the West Side.
Huh?
Compared to the
Yeah.
West Side.
But you know, the West Side was like the wild, wild West. They,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, it was.
projects in the West Side. Only thing we had was the OPs, old projects in downtown Decatur, and then we had East Lake Meadows. But they had Harris home, Boy home.
Oh, they had all the homes.
They had all the homes.
Her home, her home, all the homes.
All of that, yeah.
Like I had folks in Four Seasons, I had folks in Perry Homes, I had folks in Tonville. Like, yeah, the West Side was totally different. You know what I mean? Like I used to hustle down on Auburn Avenue and Sterling Village out on MLK. You know what I mean? Uh-oh.
Maybe let me call you back.
She got a high day tonight.
Back in a minute.
Oh, she gonna start cheesing and everything. What the hell? But look, man, we done gave them an hour and 16 minutes, man.
We're just friends, Black. We're just friends.
Yeah, okay. That's what they say. I ain't never seen a friend make you cheese like that, no.
I haven't been in a real relationship, Black, since me and Mister broke up, and that was 2009.
Damn.
I had these little mini, what you call situationships, but I haven't been in a relationship since 2009. I'm doing a full assessment in 2022 to figure out what it is I'm doing wrong.
Right. Like I don't really have a whole lot of time to waste with nobody else. Like,
and I don't, Black.
I've been in and out of, I guess you want to call them situationships for the longest. Like I've been single pretty much majority of my life. You know what I mean? So I really don't have a lot of time to just throw away with nobody else. So,
but you know what, Black, time is passing by, and it's
right.
It really is. I say it's time. I don't want to die alone.
Right.
I do want to find someone that I can travel with, you know, share time and space with, somebody whose denture cup is gonna sit next to mine in the bathroom. Before I get too old, one of my goals is to fuck on a hotel balcony overlooking the ocean. That's on my bucket list, but that has been on my bucket list for a long time. But that is one thing on my bucket list I refuse to check off with anyone except the person that really just has my dang heart. But I'm like you, I don't have time. And the more that you go through stuff, the less patience you have and the easier it is. It's so easy for me to cut a Mickey. Yeah. It's so easy for me to cut somebody off, and it's scary how quickly I get over people. Right. And I'm Scorpio, you know, we're real passionate, but it's like I can be hurt for about a week or 2 weeks, but by that third week.
Yeah. I'm quick to cut y'all for real. And look, Mickey asked me who is Lil Booty. And look, I just talked about this.
Okay, so wait a minute, hold on. I remember Lil Booty. That was a while back, right?
Yeah. And let me say this. I don't explain this. I explained this last week too.
Hold on.
Well, I explained it the other day.
Well, explain it to me.
Okay. Now,
Lil Booty is from, I don't know, Lil Booty 6 years ago.
Right. And see, it started out as a joke. I said that I want to see if people really care who I dated. And it started about 5 or 6 years ago when I was hosting Club Backstage. And I came home one night and I was just like, let me see if I can mess with these folks and if they really be paying me some attention.
I remember you used to post stuff on Facebook. Yeah.
So I created Baby T first.
I remember baby teeth and
Yes. And I was like, I met a girl at the club. She was cute. She was fine as hell. But when she turned around and smiled at me, she had baby teeth. And everybody tripped off that. So the next day, I was like, you know what? I might date baby teeth for a while because when we went out to lunch, and she ordered everything from the kids menu, and everybody tripped out. I'm like, I just named a lot of little stuff, and I was like, and see, what's them baby cabbages, and everybody like Brussels sprouts. So I was like, you know what, these folks really
said baby cabbages,
and everybody kept tripping off of it. So I started putting in real situations in it. And see what made it so unique is because everybody know that I nickname everybody. So it was like, damn. So I had them thinking I was dating 3 people at one time.
I remember thinking you was dating
Little
booty, and
baby teeth, and ponytail.
Okay, I remember ponytail now too.
Yeah, and see, ponytail was she had a ponytail, but I always like old school. Like I love the one open face gold and the one gold. So that was ponytail, and she just
I used
had
to like 2 open face goals on the side.
Yeah, but see, I like simple shit, like a simple ass ponytail. That's the sexiest thing in the world to me. And Lil Booty always had a big booty, but I call her Lil Booty so it won't go to her head. So I mean, I just created these characters, and everybody just.
You mean to tell me this whole time?
Yes.
That's a hot mess, right?
But now that they do all the little skits on, like I've been doing all this stuff for years, and really wasn't. I was just being creative. I was just trying stuff, and
so it's no little booty, no ponytail, and no baby teeth.
Nah.
That's that's
yeah. And I did it for about a year and a half. I carried it on for about a year and a half. And I used to act like somebody snitching me out because Baby T done call me. She trying to figure out who is.
My girl wig will fall off. I'll be on the ground too. I'm holding on to this wig. That's why I'm being cool. Cause
I did not realize people really paid me that much attention to want to know who I was dating.
I didn't care about who you was dating first, but I'm just saying.
They didn't hear that.
I'm just who was dating, but I'm just saying. I said, why, baby teeth, ponytail?
Yeah, but see what made it unique. I nicknamed everybody. Like all my kickball players, I gave them a nickname. Whatever they did in practice, that'll be their nickname. You know what I mean? So,
nickname?
Shit, you had your own.
What? That was my jersey name.
Drama yeah, but and you was the drama queen, so I didn't need to name you that. But like Chase Jones, I don't even call her Chase no more.
What you call her?
Mama Emma.
Why is Mama Chase? Why does he call you Mama Emma?
And look, when she be out there playing, I can just say, "I Emma," and she'll take off running, and everybody be like, "Who is he talking to?" And like I always had code name for everybody, man. You know, my boy.
Mama.
Oh yeah, Mickey. Oh yeah, I always knew you and Ponytail had my back, pimp. You and Ponytail used to walk around that 559 parking lot with that. He was 559 security too. He used to walk around outside with that Uzi and that machine gun. Like it wouldn't.
You know, with the hair school over there where 559, it used to be Face Institute of Technology. And that store at the end of the parking lot was called the bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the bus stop was the first time I ever seen a dildo. Now, mind you, we're talking about 1990. Mm-hmm. They had it in the display. It was about this round and round this long. And they had it in the display. That's why let me get my ass off the west side. West side, you know, they used to West side. They won't admit it, but the men like the East Side women, the East Side, because you know we was a little bougie,
right?
And the East Side guys like the West Side girls because they got a little hood to them.
Oh yeah, Mickey said the bus stop was our shit. Yes, the bus stop had everything. They
Bus
had
stop.
all the cut. They had the fake weed that you could use. Man, they had everything in the bus stop, man. They don't understand how Atlanta used to be, man.
The way,
I'm
and
telling
you know what? That you know what made me so mad? And you know we got to get off of here because we'll be on the
you. Right.
topic forever. Whenever they did the TV show Babs, and they tried to talk about say that was Decatur, you know Babs was not Decatur. You know that was Atlanta. That was the West Side.
Yeah.
It was not us.
Yeah.
That was not.
Nah, they don't know how to rep that deck, man.
No, I don't know how to roll because you know that we was just straight polo and
Yep.
Azad,
Yep.
Duckhead. That's how we rocked in the day. Treton, Stan Smith.
Oh yeah.
Girls had the tennis skirts and I had the biking shorts. That was us for the day.
I'm gonna tell you what used to trip me out. You remember at when we was back at Briarcliff, they used to call the boys that tried to dress like they went to college preps.
Right.
And they used to have like the little pink Izod or polo with the
Listen,
pink socks and the
I think who used to be prep?
Ralph Clark, Sean Jester,
Where is Sean?
Eric Williams.
Where is Sean? You know, Sean had got in the movie industry.
Him and Ralph Clark they still tight. The last time I seen him, he came over Ralph Clark house.
I haven't seen Sean in so many years. I know he had gotten married. Him and his wife used to still stay off Gresham. I guess they had bought another house. Ralph, I seen Ralph last year at Real Steel, him and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And who else was it? It was Red, Jeff Lee.
Yeah.
Jeff Lee.
Carlos.
Yeah. Was Bo a prep?
Yeah, Bo. Yeah.
I saw
Tawana Bedden.
Yes.
Hell nah.
She's so slim. I saw her a couple of years ago.
She had lost all that weight. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her. Who else was in that little crew?
Yeah.
All the preps.
Yeah.
Argyle sweaters and the duckheads, the saddle locks, and
the penny loafers with the cord in them.
The penny loafers, the Norwegians, the Selectos,
Yeah. Hey man, let me tell you something, man. We had a ball growing up.
We did.
We really, really did.
We did. And whether we really knew it about, our parents were spending money on clothes back then because we've been wearing polo since the 80s. We was wearing polo even back. I remember I had a pair of Jordache jeans. I had a pair of Chick jeans, some Sergio Valentes, and some Gloria Vanderbilts. And those jeans were not 12. Even in 1984, those jeans were not $12.
Yeah. How many pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans you had?
I know I had like 3. I had Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. I had like 3. I had Chick. I had Vidal Sassoon. I had Calvin Klein. I had then I had the Chuck Taylors. I used to have the Jelly Bean jackets, the plastic slickers that had. I used to have a polo jackets. Just to think of it back then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mickey said y'all had money, laughing my ass off. And what's up, Miss Jenny? White girl Jenny.
Yes, overalls, yes, with the one strap hanging out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I had the whole guest outfit. I had the guest jacket with the guest jeans.
What about the riding boots?
Oh, you know I had the riding boots. The black riding boots. Yes, I did. Yeah. I had the riding boots. Yes, sir. They came out of Bakers in South DeKalb Mall. And I had the Legos. Yes, I did.
And you could go to Walters and get whatever you wanted.
Right.
Walters used to have everything.
The man that used to be up there on the ladder.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Walter used to be the man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, man, we done gave him an hour and a half, shouted, just reminiscing, shouted.
And we got another show on Monday with Keisha.
Yes, with Keisha, yes.
With Keisha's.
Yeah, because that's the other Keisha that I deal with, that I always do. And Hey man. And
That's my baby.
Mickey said we got to get this show bigger. Yeah, we do. We definitely do, Mickey. And
Huh?
Mickey said we got to get the show bigger. Yeah, we definitely do. And Jenny said, what about Harris photography?
Babe, I'm gonna tell you, thing I was jealous of is I never got to take a picture with my boyfriend. I never had a chance to take a picture with my boyfriend at Harris
Oh
with
my
the
God.
Coca-Cola shirt. I didn't have a boyfriend to take a picture with at Harris with a Coca-Cola shirt.
And look, the pole that used to get on my nerve when everybody just look up into the sky like what the hell are you looking at over there? Like
Or
what the
you standing with your hand on behind you got your hand on the shoulder,
yeah,
the stacks and the earrings and the Coca-Cola shirt.
right.
Man.
Hey man, old school Atlanta, man. We done gave him an hour and a half. We ain't
You
gonna
know,
get y'all no
you know what
more.
you need to do for real? Because you
That,
got the following. You need to ask everybody. You need to ask everybody to post their Harry picture on your wall. You need to
what that is.
create a Facebook post and ask everybody to post their Harry's picture on your post.
Well,
I don't have
y'all heard it.
I don't have
Y'all
it.
heard it.
You gotta put it
Chloe.
up there though.
No, I'm saying, but you just told them.
So Jenny,
So
I know you got plenty of them with your stats. Jenny is
like that was the coolest white girl back in the
cool.
day.
Jenny is not
Oh
white.
yeah,
I don't know why you call
yeah,
her white. Jenny is not white.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, no, she
Jenny,
always been one of us, but yeah, yeah,
Jenny always had finger waves, stacks,
yeah.
um, spritz. Jenny ain't never went to get no white people to get a
And we
haircut.
love you too, Jenny. Yeah, man. Like people, man, the whole Gresham Road, Tilson area, man. Like I would love to have a cookout for the whole Mall Trail Gresham Park area. Like there's a lot of people came through Gresham Park.
Right,
There's a whole lot of people, star athletes that came through Gresham Park. You
right,
know what I mean? And Mall Trail. So
right.
I don't know, man. I gotta start putting some stuff together, man, before we get too old. I really want to do a few things. I
I
really
am
do.
I am far from old, sir.
No, I said before we get too old. I'm just saying. But I would love to do. I would love to do a lot of little cookouts and just to see people one more good time. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I miss about when the Gordon High reunion. And let me say this. Let me say this to everybody who's watching, everybody who whatever. The high school reunions started with Gordon, whether
Yeah.
y'all want to acknowledge or not.
Yeah.
Columbia, Towers, Walker, whatever. We started the high school reunions, and we started the high school reunions because Gordon merged with Walker, and we wanted to be able to see all of our old school people. And Gordon
Yes.
High reunion started on the hill of Gordon High School. Before we moved to Mart Trail, we actually used to have our reunion on the hill at Gordon High School. So please understand that Gordon High School is who spearheaded school reunions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
look, I done met the first black football player at Gordon. And actually, when I was driving Uber, I met the first two black people that attended Gordon. I met his sister. She said that they were the first black people that went to Gordon. Gordon was all white and all that. And I was like, and we talked for about 20 minutes and I could not believe it. Because she was talking about they was rough back then.
I'm sure.
They was rough. And
I'm
I
sure.
was like, because I think a lot of them came out the Meadows or something like that.
Mhm.
And oh man, and it was amazing, man. Class of 67, class of 60. I think the first year they came was 65 or something like that.
Mhm.
And I'm like, man, and I love history.
Right.
So, hey, man. But look, man, we're going to get out of here, man. And we will do this again. We will be right back at y'all Monday
Right.
with Miss Keisha, Miss Ladies First, the
It's
Queen
like
of Lady First, the Queen of Fox Phase 2.
that's
We will
right.
see y'all Monday to tell y'all about how Atlanta kickball really got its start and
Right.
Starline.
Right.
So we'll see y'all Monday. And y'all be easy. And don't forget, Colita want to see y'all hairy photos from back in the day.
You got to put the post up. I
I'm
need to see
saying.
them because it's like, hey, I don't have any hair, so I got to live vicariously
I
through
ain't
you.
got no hairy photos either, but
I got.
I would love
I
to
want.
see
I want.
them.
Jenny, I know you got all the double stacks.
Right.
Come on, Queen. Come on with the finger waves and the double stacks. I know you got them both.
All right, y'all be easy, man.
But don't be sleazy.
There you go.
All right, babe. I'll talk to
All
y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Everybody have a safe weekend.
all right, you too.
Bye.